Welcome to Movie Mayhem here at Superior Works Cinema, where we watch all the movies. Another entry from the legendary Lucio Fulci. This is going to be under the Lucio Fulci Director Series because Mattei refuses to call it his own film. Little history. This is the 88 films under the moniker Zombie Flesh Eaters 2. It is Zombie 3, and they got a little card in there. It does have... You can flip this and get the Zombie 3 cover, if you're curious. So you have both options here. I mean, it's a Blu-ray release of Zombie 3. I love this movie. It's so patently absurd that it's this is a movie that is literally so awful. It's better with every second you keep watching it. So, a little history on the film. This is Fulci was originally hired to direct this, and he quit somewhere past midway through filming, stating that he was having issues with the producers who kept changing the script on him and presenting problems. So he walked off, and they called in Mattei to go ahead and finish it up. Now, part of me wants to think that, this is near the end of Fulci's directing career, so part of the crappiness of it might be attributed to that. And you can very distinctly, when watching the film, you can tell what stuff that Fulci most likely shot versus Mattei's stuff, because they have very different styles. Fergasso wrote the script, so you get more Mattei in there, and according to Mattei, there was about 70 minutes of footage usable, but by the time it actually went to print, only about 50 of those got in the actual film, so the movie is pretty much half Mattei, half Fulci. However, I think the editing might have been done by Mattei. I mean, we're talking about the man that uses more aliases than, a Nazi on the run. So I think he might have been doing the editing because it's cut very well, like Mattei usually cuts, very fast-paced. The concept of this movie is it's a virus outbreak movie. It combines elements of your Dawn of the Dead with Return of the Living Dead with rats. I mean, there's a lot of fast action. There's no continuity. Zombies, the scenes that were shot by Fulci have zombies being creepy, standing in fog, moving slowly. And then there's other ones where the guys are like martial artists and just doing some serious whoop-ass on people. It spreads through air and other stuff. It creates these gross pustules, which are fantastic. I mean, there is just a slew of people dying. There are so many continuity holes. There are shots. They're in a bus, right? You're in a bus. You're looking through a bus. They're clearly in a city. You look at the back of the bus. They're in the middle of nowhere, like just desolate wastelands. And it goes on and on and on. There are just so many things about this movie that make no sense. The action scenes, I mean, the action scenes are straight out of the best stuff from Rats. So I almost like to say this is the best movie Mattei made, because it kind of is. This is what I would imagine would happen if you gave Mattei too much money. I'm surprised he doesn't claim it. I mean, he claims some of this other garbage that he's made, but not this one. There's just huge explosions. They throw a grenade into a building, and it's just a gigantic ball of fire for no reason. I mean, this is really nicely budgeted. The set pieces are cool. One of the things that's awesome is they have the outbreak. In the hotel. If you see in the movie, the guy runs... gets the room in a hotel, and he's infected in the room, and one of the waiters gets cut, and so it spreads the hotel. The next day, the other group of people, the soldiers and the people they find, arrive at the hotel. They arrive at this hotel, which we saw was perfectly normal the day before. And it's very clearly a day because they say at the end of the movie that 2 days have passed. So, in a day... this hotel, the inside of it, has trees that have grown up through it. There are just things everywhere, like vines on... There's a wall. There are vines so thick you can't get through a doorway in a day. So apparently this infects vines to grow super fast as well as people. And it affects birds too, which become like zombie birds-ish, or infected birds. I don't know what they are. They call them zombies half the time they're infected, half the time they're undead. And in some instances, they're Fulci's zombies from Zombie, right? And other ones are totally sentient. There's one part where he's like, I'm feeling much better now. I want to drink your blood. What? Why would a zombie say that? So, and then near the end, we're led to believe that they're not only sentient, but they're fully aware. I mean, these are like super intelligent zombies. So, this to me is one of the best movies that is so insanely written that it's incomprehensible if you try to understand what the hell is going on, because you can tell if Fulci's statement is true that they were changing the script on it. I believe that because from beginning to end, I have no idea where they're going. It doesn't shit just happens, and they never go back and explain it, and nothing's really ever explained. People disappear. One person dies. The one Filipino girl, she ends up dead, like all zombified, and I don't know where that happened. I never saw that happen, but they show her clearly dead and all zombified. And they do that a few times. This is just a fantastic mess of a film. Like I said, it mars Fulci because honestly, Fulci, even at his worst, his films were never that incoherent. Ever. They weren't. Plain and simple. Even his very last couple films, which aren't very good because they're super low budget TV movies, they're coherent. I'm not going, what is happening? And this movie, literally, this is a non-stop action film too. There is something, it almost overloads you on action scenes. So, yes, if you haven't seen this, watch it. It's such an awesome movie. This is easily a good drinking game movie as well. So there you go. Again, we'll put this in the Fulci entry strictly because Mattei doesn't claim it, and Fulci's name is listed on every copy that they want to sell. But I still call this a Mattei movie. We'll see you here next time at Movie Mayhem.